So imagine a fruit that you can grow right in your backyard that makes every juice, smoothie, cocktail, mocktail, flavored tea taste better. Is something that you can even use to bake with. It'll take your baking game up a notch like that from all that intense flavor that it provides. Just imagine that. The plant, it also grows super fast. It brings a heavy crowd of pollinators around for all your other plants. And if you have ambitions to make some money on the side, it gives you so much. You'll be able to sell some of it, or you can give some away to your neighbors, friends, family, whoever. I'm talking about passion fruit, of course. So right now, one of our 3 vines is just taking off in our backyard. And it's one of the ones that we put in right after we had that last cold stretch, y'all remember. And it has just been growing crazy. So as I walk around and I'm looking at all our passion fruit that we have and the growth that's coming, I'm like, you know what? Let me share some of the tips and secrets that I've learned over the years. And we've grown a bunch of passion fruit. So I want to share just some things that I picked up on, and hopefully it will help you guys. So welcome back to GrowFit Florida. I'm Jermaine and I grow food right here in beautiful West Central Florida, Zone 10A. I think first I should talk about the lifespan and what this passion fruit is not. Don't expect this to be like a mango tree or even a muscadine grapevine. It's not going to last that long. You're going to get about 3 to 5 years of good production from your passion fruit vine. 3 to 5 years if you plant this in your backyard. So don't expect the mango tree type of where you're going to be able to pass that down to your kids, the same one that you planted, or a muscadine grapevine that can go 20 years. No, passion fruit is not that at all. So what typically takes out our passion fruit is one of 3 things. You'll get wood rot, you'll get some type of fungal disease, or you'll get the root knot nematodes. And in my own opinion, speaking from just a Florida gardening point of view, it's better to always have some cuttings ready and waiting so you can put them in the ground around year 2, sometimes year 3, depending on how great your passion fruit is growing. So you don't even notice the drop in production. So when your passion fruit does die out, if you do get any of those root knot nematodes, fungal disease, or anything, you'll already have some cuttings from your passion fruit ready to go. And you'll just place it and you'll never skip a beat with your production. It took a couple years of trial and error, but what I've learned is that the yellow passion fruit is just a bit more resistant to root knot nematodes. So if you're looking for a passion fruit variety that holds up better in most places, you're likely going to want to go with the yellow. It's just more resistant to all types of diseases and pests than the purple variety. You can also graft a purple scion onto that yellow rootstock. That gives your passion fruit just a better foundation once you put it in the soil, and potentially it will give your purple passion fruit more years of production than it would have if you just put the straight purple passion fruit in the ground without that yellow rootstock. And some of the other things that we've done that I've seen that works very well is you can put the French marigolds around your passion fruit, and that helps a lot with that root knot nematode. It actually extends the life of your passion fruit. It's the French marigolds. They just do wonders around your passion fruit and the other things that you have in your garden too. Not everybody can graft, and that's okay. Other things that you can do, these large grow bags. So get you some big, large grow bags, and you can place some cinder blocks underneath them. So the thing that you have to do is, if you want to plant your passion fruit in grow bags because you don't want any of the fungal disease or the root knot nematode, so put cinder blocks on the ground first. So you're gonna have 2 big cinder blocks. Put your grow bag on top of those cinder blocks, and it has to be a good sized grow bag. Then you'll put your soil in there, you mix in there, and you'll put your passion fruit in there, because that separation from that soil to your grow bag is what's going to stop that root knot nematode or anything from getting in direct contact with your grow bag and potentially affecting your passion fruit like that. Because it serves no purpose if you're going to put a grow bag and you're going to put it right underground like that, and you're trying to stop the root knot nematode. So that's another way you can do it. I've seen a lot of people plant in grow bags with their passion fruit, which is great because you can move it wherever you want. You can just prune it off when you're ready to move it somewhere else, and it's perfectly fine. So grow bags is another excellent way to grow some passion fruit. So this one is to each his own. However you fertilize yours, I'm just going to tell you how we do ours, because every time I talk about passion fruit in the comments, I always see a lot of questions about how do we fertilize? How do you get fruit? I haven't really got that much fruit or fruit at all on my passion fruit vine. So what we learned early on is that too much nitrogen at the wrong time, it just creates a mess. All you get is just vines, no fruit, no flowers, no fruit. For passion fruit, back when we used to buy all our fertilizer, we'll get something like an 839, and it worked. It gave us flowers, which led to fruit, and it worked for us. Now that we use most of the stuff that we grow in our backyard, and anything other than that is like chicken manure or fish emulsion, and how we use it for our passion fruit is really simple. So basically, coming out of winter is when we'll hit it with some nitrogen. So that's when we'll get our chicken manure or whatever else we want to use, usually it's chicken manure. And that's when we'll hit it with some nitrogen to wake it back up, and we'll start to get that growth like this. That spring, end of spring, before summer, like the period we're in right now, that's when we're going to hit it with potassium, lots of potassium. And for us, it's like banana peels. So we'll take some banana peels, put them in water and let it sit for a couple days. And then we'll just water in the base of our passion fruit with those banana peels, high in potassium. And we'll do chop and drop. So we'll take our banana leaves, we'll drop it around, and we'll just let the natural rainwater. We haven't gotten any rain now, but you guys know what I mean. But we'll chop it around and we'll just let those leaves break down, and that helps too. So the big takeaway from fertilizing that we have found, truthfully, and like I said, to each his own, however you do yours, but this is what's been working for us, is nitrogen to wake the plant up whenever your last frost date is. Wake your plant up with some nitrogen fertilizer, which chicken manure it works great for us. And then you're going to cut it off and you're going to go straight into potassium, and something as simple as just get some organic bananas. If you're not growing your own bananas, go to the store, get some organic bananas, enjoy them. Put the peels in a jar and have some jars on your kitchen table or whatnot. Fill it with some water and just let it sit for a few days, and there's your fertilizer right there. Just water your passion fruit in and you're good. And that's what we do. So one thing that I want to be clear about is you're able to fertilize like that when you have good soil, when you take the time to make soil your top priority. So anything that you're putting in the ground, you're already giving it a head start. You're not just putting it in dirt that you did nothing with. So good soil, you're able to fertilize it with less and you're fine. So I know, because it's going to be somebody thinking like, I can't do that with mine. I can't do, well, you might be right. We've spent a lot of time developing our soil, and we have a lot of videos up how we did that between myself and my wife. You can go check those out. But develop your soil. Good soil goes a long ways. Give your plants a head start. And for my Patreon and YouTube channel members, I'm going to be putting out some videos for you guys where I'm just going to break down how we developed our soil for the low. Seriously, where you're not spending all this crazy money, where you're going to grow things that's going to provide for your soil. And there's a few things that you got to go pick up, but I'm going to make some videos for you guys to show you how we developed ours. So be on the lookout for those. So let's talk about sunlight and trellising. Passion fruit, it just works well in full sun. So if you have an area in your yard that gets this full Florida sun or Georgia sun, Alabama sun, Mississippi sun, Louisiana sun, wherever you, South Carolina sun, wherever you can grow this passion fruit at, this is a good plant to put in the ground when you have a spot in your yard where nothing else grows because it is getting burnt. But you're going to need a trellis. This is going to be your most important for your passion fruit, is getting you a good galvanized steel trellis. Probably going to be more ideal for you guys because the weight of these vines is real. Now, you see our muscadine grapevine. The passion fruit can look just like that in time. So imagine if we did not have a steel galvanized trellis over there with our muscadine. Can you imagine the weight of this? What's going to happen? Yeah, with your passion fruit. Because once these vines get going, they will become massive. And a cheap trellis is likely going to fall on you. So you can also just, if you have some type of a wall or a barn structure, whatever you can climb up, you'll be fine as well too. Just something sturdy. Now, Some people, they recommend running your trellis like north to south, so both sides get sun throughout the day. We had it set up that way a few years ago. We also tried running it from east to west. Honestly, I don't see any difference. I don't see the difference of how you run your trellis. North to south, east to west, whatever. It's fine as long as you put it in some sun. So build it whichever way fits your yard. So here's some more passion fruit that we have on the ground. And it's best to unlump this because you invite fungal disease when you have it so clumped together as you see like this right here. This is not a good thing, and we need to do something about this because disease, it can ruin the taste of your fruit. It's still gonna grow. You're still gonna get growth and you're gonna think everything is fine and that you solved it, but you didn't. Your fruit is not gonna taste good and it's gonna lower the life of your passion fruit. Remember, we got 3 to 5 years. I'll lower it to 1 or 2. So let's unclump this, which we need to do immediately. And we need to direct this up to our other trellis that we have right here. Now, when your passion fruit isn't actively growing, which is in the winter, you're going to come outside and you're going to want to just prune it. And when I mean prune it, I'm talking about some heavy pruning, because just to get rid of all that dead wood, because it's going to open up your passion fruit and you're going to get more airflow and it's going to extend the life and it's going to give you a better fruit production. So that's some of the things that we do to take care of our passion fruit and how we grow it. We've been able to get some huge production out of our passion fruit vines over the years, and I want you to have that too in your backyard. Passion fruit, just a great way to add flavor to so many things. And if you're wondering what would I use it for, well, if you've been following my channel and you know that I love medicinal herbs and we're growing so many in our backyard, and hopefully I inspired you to grow some too. What you can do is when you go get your longevity spinach or your moringa or anything else, any other type of herb that you decided to grow, and we all know they don't taste the best. They do not taste that good. It is what it is. You can take that passion fruit, you blend that up into your smoothie or you add that in with your tea, and you're not going to even taste that herb. You're not going to taste your longevity spinach. You're not going to taste your moringa anymore. It masks the taste of everything. And you just turn something that's blah into something that's like a tropical, delicious drink. So that's what you could use your passion fruit for. If any of the other things, you're like, that's not for me. I know health is for us all. So if you're growing your health in your backyard, now you can make it taste better. That's how I look at it. So I know I didn't go into the health benefits of passion fruit in this video. I'm gonna say that for when we get some harvests. And when we get these big old harvests, I'm gonna cut it open, probably eat some on camera. But I'll go over the health benefits later. Passion fruit does have some health benefits. It's not just a delicious fruit, it has some health benefits with it. And we'll go over that later. And I wanna thank you all again for watching. That's all I got today for you. I hope this video helped. I hope all these videos help. I hope it just sparks some ideas and some thoughts and just to get you inspired to go outside and throw that first seed in the ground or plant that first fruit tree. So I hope it helped. And if you want to go even deeper with me and learn a little bit more from the garden, outside the garden, where we just talk about everything, I think I'm up to 60 members only videos now and growing. And I'm enjoying having this conversation with you guys and being able to share so much more. So if you want to be a part of that family with us, head over to Patreon, join the inner circle, or just become a YouTube channel member and join the inner circle, and you unlock the door to a lot. So again, thank you guys for watching. I hope your backyards are tropical. I hope your gardens are just filled with abundance. And until that next video, God bless.